Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Welcome to a special Coco Goes on Vacation. These are not live, obviously. I am at the beach with my family. Hopefully the weather's great. Hopefully everything for NXT and SummerSlam is going amazingly. May the bookings be in your favor. I figured I would just do a couple short shows today and try to spread them out on YouTube so they come out on different days. This show, I been doing G1 reviews like crazy, and a lot of people on YouTube, they throw around the word expert way too much, and I do believe there should be more fans than experts. And sometimes you're wrong, and it makes me very angry when I'm listening to a podcast and they say give a storyline time, and then when that storyline doesn't pan out, they just never mention it again. Or they make an outrageous claim, or they say something and they never mention it again. Too many podcasts, they say stuff wrong, and then they just don't man up and say that they were wrong. And it just drives me crazy because I think it ruins your credibility. But nowadays, you just have to pretend to be an expert, and you're an expert. I don't want to be that. I always want to be a fan, a passionate fan. That's what I want KocoSports to be in anything in pro wrestling that I work on. I just love being a fan. But sometimes you have to eat crow. Sometimes you're absolutely wrong about something, and most YouTubers wouldn't mention this. But I'm gonna come out and say, hey, I was fucking wrong. I was absolutely wrong. And this is an open letter to Michael Elgin. Michael Elgin, I've been a fan of yours for a really long time. We even have on this channel, we have a legal match of yours in Canada. We recorded a Canadian event, and we have it. And I've been a fan of yours for a real long time. And something with you and Ring of Honor happened where there was drama, and Ring of Honor fans turned on you. I really didn't pay attention to that drama. But I was hoping for Roderick Strong to be Ring of Honor's G1 member so much that when they named you, I lost my shit as a fan. I did. I said stuff that I was wrong about. I said, what are some of the things I said? We send New Japan, I'm part of New Japan, I just live in Japan. New Japan sends their best talent, and you send Michael Elgin. I said I'd rather have 10 people from the Ring of Honor roster over Elgin. But then I know that was a little ridiculous and changed it to 5. And there was just so much pressure on you. Ring of Honor fans that I've known on social media turned their back on you. The Japanese-speaking fans didn't know who you were. If they knew who you were, they weren't impressed. And last year, for AJ Styles had a lot of pressure going into the G1 with Japanese-speaking fans. And this year, you going into G1, I can't figure out. I don't know if the pressure got to you, but I never saw so much pressure on one athlete in the G1 worldwide. The English-speaking audience, the Japanese-speaking audience, they're like, what the fuck can Michael Elgin do? And I was angry. I was angry at the selection. I really legit was. And when you came here, I was like, oh, fuck, it's Michael Elgin. And I don't even hate you. It's just, I love Roderick Strong that much. And, there was so much pressure worldwide on you, and you just fucking delivered. I am eating a big fucking plate of crow. I was wrong. You were right. You're good looking. I'm not so good looking. So overall, I just thought Michael Elgin hit a home run. And, when you're wrong, you have to admit you're wrong. And I don't know how the Goto match went with Field of Honor. I plan on watching it after my vacation. But I hope that you went over Ring of Honor fans after all that drama. And from a guy that made me scream and kick and pout like a fucking 3-year-old when I heard you were coming to the G1, to me going, oh my god, Elgin has to come back. Elgin has to come back. So, unlike a lot of people in the world, not even just wrestling fans on YouTube, you have to admit when you're wrong. And Michael Elgin, you were the fucking man. I was wrong. Congratulations. Please come back. I just want to see you in New Japan again and again and again. All right. So I'm on vacation. I want to keep these nice and short. My question for you is what the audience, not Michael Elgin. I don't know if Michael Elgin will read his open letter or hear listen to his open letter, but for anyone that's checking this out, what is one thing that you were completely wrong about in pro wrestling, not in life? I don't want to hear some really sad story, especially if you were in the military. No, we don't want to go there. In pro wrestling, what is something that you're like, no, this fucking sucks, and like, holy shit, I was wrong. Michael Elgin, I was wrong, and I was super impressed, and I hope that he comes back to Japan, and I hope he becomes a regular, because just the matches were amazing, and all that, but I would love to see what he could do against Nakamura. Hell, bring him back for Wrestle Kingdom. Bring him back full time. I know New Japan and Ring of Honor, by the time this is up, will probably already have made their announcement, and hopefully their announcement is everything is awesome. So Elgin, I am wrong. And for people out there in the internet infantry, what is one thing in pro wrestling that you were completely wrong about? It's okay. It's okay to be wrong about stuff, folks. It's a weird time we live in the internet. When you're wrong, you just hide into a little tunnel, and you're like, I'm not coming out. I was wrong, and if I say I was wrong, people won't respect me as an expert. We need more fans and less experts. All right, like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully, I'll be back on vacation. I plan on doing 2 or 3 more of these short shows. Hopefully, you enjoy them. If not, I apologize for being wrong. I've been wrong before. Michael Elgin, please come back to Japan. We love you. I speak for all the Japanese people. If white people living in Tokyo have taught me one thing, we can be assholes and speak for a whole country. Fucking delusional D-bags. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. With that, I am over. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum.